Hey class, Dr. Jaggers here. So in this video, what I'm going to do is go through instructions and show you how to use a program either online or one that you can actually download to your computer as well and just have the software version, but it's a lot easier to save your references online and also find references that you can use while writing papers. Keep them in a space to where you can have them organized and readily available for whenever you go to cite them, and then also from there it'll let you cite as you are writing your paper those particular references. So just from the first start of the introduction, from what you've read, you should already be at this web page, which is the U of L's library page for EndNote. And what you want to do here is actually go to the EndNote web, which if you don't see it, let's see, right here, EndNote web is where you would want to go, and click on that. On the next page, you'll see where it says EndNote web online, sign up for an account. So go there. And if you can't see it, then again, number 2 here, you want to go to EndNote web. Just go ahead and click on that. And you'll also notice that each page has its own instructional video as well. So if this one doesn't make any sense for you, or if you're more lost at the end of it, go back to these pages and check out their helpful videos, because they will pretty much show you in a more efficient way probably than I am, how to actually access things and do things. And if you're having any trouble, either a Mac or a PC, then that's the way to do it. So anyway, okay, so go to the EndNote web. Now from there, I've already created an account, and so it'll automatically sign me in. But if you haven't, then it'll take you to a page to where you can actually sign up for an account, and it's completely free for U of L students and faculty and staff. So once you sign up for that account, you'll then have access to saving your references online, and which is what this page is right here. And so the next thing I want to show you is how to actually collect some references that might be helpful for your paper. You may or may not use the references, but at least you have them, so that way you can go back and find them when you're ready to cite the sources. So from this page, and it's pretty self-explanatory also. It's very, very user-friendly the way that they have this set up, and it's only getting better because it had been a while since I've been to the online page until I started working on this video, and already the changes they've made have been incredibly helpful. So if you click on collect there, that's where you go to actually do either searches. You can do an online search, or you can also import references, which is a little more confusing now that they have it a lot easier to do an online search. You can practically import the references through that online search anyway, so importing now is almost not needed. From here, it'll let you select from a long list of actual databases to find sources. I highly suggest you just skip straight to PubMed for the first one. That's PUBMED. So from here, hit P, and then scroll down and you see where it says PubMed NLM. That's one of the more standard medical, not just medical, but any journal search engine really out there that we typically use in the field. But now if you're not having any luck finding references, you can use any of these really. So play around with them, see what you find. But for now, I'm going to use PubMed. So you connect to it, and then from here it'll take you to that online search. Now I'm just going to do a very brief and also very broad example, just to show you how to actually search for things, but you generally want to be as specific as you possibly can to help narrow that search so you're not overwhelmed with all the information that it's giving you. But just to show you how it can be very overwhelming, I'm going to type in some very basic words. So for example, if I was doing my paper on diabetes, which there might be a few of you, that's just one that pops in my head because it's an area of research I do. So I'll just do diabetes, and then also treatment, which again, very, very broad. So it might even take a while to get some results as it searches and scours and pulls all that information together. Hopefully it's able to handle it. Okay, so what you'll see is it found one of not 29,000 references, but it's pages of references with well, I'm not even, it's over 292,000. So again, very overwhelming, but just to show you how to use the site, let's say this very first one is something that might be relevant to what I'm writing about, which for the most part, something like this is not something you would use in your paper. But let's say I've identified it and I want to use it. To import it into my collection, you just click on the little box that it's next to, and then you'll see where it says add to group. Now here you're not going to have any groups created just yet, so you can do it actually unfiled, but when I click on it you're going to notice a long list of groups. But I'm just going to go to unfiled, and then it automatically copies it and saves it there. So now if I click on my unfiled references, so if you look over to the left, and you'll see here, which is where I can access a lot of my groups, but I want to click on the unfiled ones. And the one that I just copied, it was a last name with a D, so let's see if it's in the files. Oh, let me go back one maybe. There, this one right here. Yeah. So the de la par whoever. That's the one that I just now copied. So let's say I am ready to use this reference and actually cite it in my paper. That's where the next fun part comes in. And I'm actually going to make a different video for that because it involves downloading a plugin with Microsoft Word. And so for now, work on gathering your references and saving them to this online database, or download the software. So you can also go back to this beginning page, so starting from where we were in the very beginning, and you can actually click on either Windows or Mac. Well, actually first click on download EndNote and watch that video that it takes you to. Download the software and save it based on whether you're using a Windows or a Mac. And once we get that far, I will actually show you how to cite while you write. But for now, again, I'm going to show you one more example of how to actually collect based on an online search. So let's say I've identified a very specific paper through a already done search on Google Scholar or PubMed or whatever, and I know what I'm looking for. So just for this reason, I'm going to look for one of my own papers. But okay, so again, PubMed, connect, and we'll say that my paper is going to be on HIV and the benefits of exercise for people with HIV. So here in this field, I'll type in HIV. That is going to be more of, well, we'll just leave it any field. And then last name of the author, Jaggers. And then you can also pick the journal. So actually it's the, and you can do abbreviations or the actual journal name. So for example, International Journal of Sports Medicine, IJSM, should find it. No records found. Okay, so now maybe I'll have to type it in. International Journal of Sports Medicine. No? Well, this is a little embarrassing. Let's just leave that blank. Okay, so just by doing Jaggers and HIV, this is what came up. So again, let's say this was the one, International Journal of Sports Med. Not sure why. May have just put it in incorrectly. So, okay, from there, if you want to click on it, you can actually look at it and actually read the abstract and see, make sure that it fits with your topic. But let's, I already know that it does. Let me go back. And, oh, that took me the wrong back. Let me see. I'll have to search for it again. So again, search for PubMed, connect. Sorry about that. Again, just to show you how to do it one more time. Practice makes perfect. Click here, and then add a group, and I would click HIV refs, which probably already in there, but just in case it's not, now it is. So that's how you would set up an EndNote account and then actually start saving your references online. So start doing that for now. This is a great software to use for any paper, not just the one for this class. So I highly encourage you to learn how to use it for this particular paper and start using it.